We grabbed some old monitors and a regular desktop to show you how the KVM is great for server management. We have an 8-port A30 that we have rack mounted right here, a power distribution unit, an Ethernet switch where we have the miners connected here to the router, and this cool stealth keyboard inside this tray. This thing's pretty awesome. It's got its own little trackpad inside and all the rest of the keyboard functionality. Now, the KVM has several great features for this type of setup, but the most important is BIOS level control. This is actually the reason that KVMs were invented in the first place. So let's say that we wanted to get into the BIOS of PC1 over here. Let's just switch over to input 1 and turn that on. Now, for this motherboard, we have to press the delete key in order to get into the BIOS, and it's an older miner. It's got like a Celeron processor with 4 gigabytes of RAM, a couple 1080 Ti's. It's kind of a dinosaur, so just give it a second here and we'll jump in there. Just bear with me. These miners have actually been really good to have around the office. They're great for testing. There, now we've got BIOS level control. And BIOS level control is something that's just not possible with the remote desktop software because that has to operate on top of the operating system. So if you have multiple servers and you need to get in the BIOS, you're going to need something like a KVM switch. We can also set up the switch so that it automatically detects new inputs when they come online. So when you have a situation where a server goes down, the KVM is going to automatically go to that input once it reboots. Here we're on input 1. Let's say the PC2 went down and came back up. You'll see that it automatically switches over here to input number 2. The other feature that we frequently see in this type of setup is auto scanning mode. Now, we're going to go ahead and turn that on by pressing scroll spacebar. And now what's going to happen is we're going to switch sequentially for any of the inputs that are connected to the KVM. So currently that's 1, 2, and 3. And as you can see, it's switching a little bit fast. So sometimes it may not have enough time for the for the handshakes to resolve with the monitors. So let's adjust the time here to 15 seconds. There we go. Now that gives us enough time to get an image and make sure that all of our computers are working correctly. All right, we're going to go ahead and make some adjustments to this setup. We're going to add a couple more monitors and show you how you can use this KVM from other rooms. We'll be right back.